It's always nice to feel happy. I wish I shared that sentiment.
Because I'm with my baby.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have fun and we're gonna say silly things.
That's
and
great.
We have our drinks and we're comfy and we just ate and we had a dessert too. And we have our silly cookies and drinks and we're in a nice quiet place. It's nice and cozy.
That's a good intro. All right.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
I thought you said any like cuddly whatever, like baby talk shit.
Goo goo gaga shit?
Yeah, like I thought you said. Yeah, I was wondering what that red light was.
What?
Did it stop?
No, the red light's fine. I just said oh shit because it wasn't facing us and I wanted to see.
I thought you said that all of the lovey-dovey stuff is gonna be cringy.
It is gonna be cringy, but like the fact that you didn't know it was happening, albeit that's slightly illegal.
It's okay.
Cut that out, editor. I'm the editor. I'm not gonna cut that out. I'll pass the memo.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. All right. So do we wanna do an intro from with both of us, or do we want to do like a dramatic intro?
This is the podcast casting couch.
Cool. And here I thought I was a king.
I think we take turns.
I
think it's a shift.
Shared.
Shift.
It's a shared brain cell.
Some of us take the chaotic shift, and then somebody else takes the other shift.
There's nothing more satisfying than putting your junk in someone's face when they don't want you to. Mm-hmm. We forgot the whiteboard.
Not the whiteboard. Oh no!
The whiteboard with the stuff we were going to talk about on it. Oh, this is going great.
Can you get it? I'm leisuring.
You're...
It's so comfy. I want to get up. Maybe your other girlfriend can get it.
I told you, she means nothing to me.
Oh my god. She has one.
Your ass shoot. Okay.
My face is hot.
Yeah, isn't it always?
Thanks. What are you doing? He needs my keys. Oh Lord. We have a whiteboard full of ideas that we are going to draw from. I like whiteboards a lot. I like big visual things I can write my ideas on and color code. I like organizing my ideas like that. And so like the middle of it is an idea to expand the script of the sitcom that he did not end up doing, and then in the margins are ideas to expand upon and editing ideas. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. It's like more of a behind the scenes thing. He can Thank you.
Can't wait to review the footage to see what you were saying.
I wasn't saying anything.
I feel like...
How did you know I was saying something?
Because you talk. That's what you do.
I think we all talk.
Yeah, say that to Helen Keller.
She still communicates.
Assuming she can hear what you're saying.
I know sign language. I can probably figure out. Anyway, well, you know what this makes me think of now? Because like, okay, so I have, I don't know if you know what pendulum boards are, but it's like a Ouija board, but except you use like anything that swings back and forth. You can get like crystal pendulums, or you can just use a necklace or something. And then you have like a yes, no thing. It kind of, if you remember like this stupid trend, Charlie, are you here? Whatever, and they had like the two pencils, and then you kind of set it up like the yes and the no and the maybe. I was thinking, oh, I could communicate, but you know, I wonder if, well, I mean, if Helen Keller's no longer in physical form, and like she is, I feel like she would not be limited by her blindness or her deafness in the afterlife. But if she were, because that's how she learned to communicate, I wonder, because like even if, okay, so like even if she learned to hear again, like um, in the on the other side, she wouldn't recognize any of the sounds she was hearing, even if she like heard it telepathically, even if she gained the ability to, she wouldn't understand it, and she couldn't understand the words that she was saying. Like she can only. I wonder if there are like if you want to speak with relatives or whatnot that were deafblind. I think that's the proper term. Like, I wonder if you would like adjust your pendulum or your Ouija board to accommodate, like have like a braille, make it out of braille. I mean, people who like, I mean, I'm sure blind witches already do that. I'm sure there's a blind witch community. Yeah, that checks out.
That's right, folks. You heard it here first. Welcome to the Witching Hour, a segment of this podcast in which Rachel inevitably talks about something witchy for a long period of time. That's it. I just made that up.
Yep, the Witching Hour.
Yep, it's the Witching Hour. So.
That was clever.
Yeah, you're welcome. I had a lot of time to think about the title of that when we were talking.
I hate you.
Okay. Well, I mean, going off of that classroom lingo, going off of that is what we say when we have no idea what the hell we're talking about and want to sound like we were listening to anything the previous person was saying.
It's a fail-proof segue.
So
it's also a fail-proof segue.
Going off of that, why? You would know better than me, so I'm not trying to be sassy.
Yeah, no, serious. I'm just kidding.
Would we take our bodily defects to the afterlife when we die, or would our spirits still be able to communicate?
Well, I already touched on that a little bit, but like.
Well, obviously I wasn't listening because I used the term going back to that. Okay,
so to reiterate what I was previously saying, if, let's say Helen Keller or any other deafblind person got into the afterlife, I was thinking of the term to use rather than the other side, the afterlife, right, and gained hearing and gained sight back, like, if like you didn't, she would still be held back in a way. Right? It's like inserting cochlear implants, right? You're deaf for a certain period of time, and then you insert cochlear implants. You can hear again, but it's going to take a while for you to understand, like what to still understand what people are saying, because you've only seen it written. So Helen Keller, there's still going to be a learning curve, because she's still going to have to adjust to it. Do we take? I would imagine not. Because it doesn't make sense, because these are a term that he hates. These are our avatars that we customize, and then we leave them, and we are avatar-less, just floating. In my opinion, that's not everybody's view of the afterlife.
Cool. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be seeing if our bodily defects go with us after death. And to prove it,
no.
I will be the test subject for this.
You're gonna get fucking Baker acted. Do you realize that Schmidt is what is it called?
I'm not even a good cook, let alone a baker.
Mandated reporter. Schmidt is a mandated reporter.
That's very generous. Why can't you be a woman, David? Female comedian class. This is the tea-sip of shame. Fun fact, the tea-sip of shame is a real thing in Britain,
Britain land.
Instead of responding to someone
Like
talking.
England and Britain. Britain land. Okay.
Glad we got that cleared up.
Cleared up?
The tea-sip of shame. The tea-sip of shame is the thing that you do when you want to shame someone and you drink tea to do so.
What?
I don't know. I just don't know what to talk about, so I'm going to laugh and hope that people find it funny.
Let's look at our whiteboard.
Let's look at the whiteboard.
Podcast topics. Let's see.
Would you like to show the class on whiteboard?
Podcast topics. Men wash their hands? Question mark. How often?
All right, we'll start there first. All right, a topic for today is how often do men wash their hands after leaving a bathroom?
I was curious because I heard the statistic that only 25% of adult men wash their hands upon
Exiting the bathroom.
yes. And so I asked, Josh here, I asked him, it's just so, this is going to sound so corny. It's weird to call him anything other than honey. It just is. How many men he had seen wash their hands in public bathrooms?
Public.
And you said?
I said not very many. That's not a very scientific response.
I mean, it's anecdotal.
It's antidotal. And she asked me if I could count the number of times I've seen men wash their hands on one hand. One single hand. That's 5 or less. And I could honestly say, yes.
But not more than 2 hands.
But not more than 2 hands. That is true. I'm not one to use public bathrooms a lot, but I do use my college bathrooms a lot-ish. I used one yesterday. Never to shit. Never to poop.
Where do you poop?
I don't.
Oh, that's right. I know you poop at my place, which is apparently notorious for making your poops not unpoopable.
I probably won't include this section, but I'm still going to talk about it. Yes, I destroy her toilet.
I don't remember you doing that ever.
It feels like it. I'm sitting there and I'm just letting loose.
I'm giving you the sip of shame.
I'm letting loose the largest logs.
I like that term.
Thank you. I'm letting loose I'm definitely not putting this. I don't want to talk to people about poop.
Okay, well then let's move on.
Let's move on. So, food for thought.
Why would you say that after you were talking about poop?
Well, they're not going to know I was talking about poop.
Okay. Well, you were talking about, you saw people at your college.
Right.
You were talking about how you saw more people at college.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that I have seen more people wash their hands on their way out of the college bathrooms than I have at supermarkets and places like Walmart. Mm-hmm. Not sponsored.
Walmart, where people don't wash their hands.
Yeah, I'm sure that they love that.
More people wash their hands at Stetson, and I was saying that, well, maybe there are more queer men at Stetson than there are in Walmart. Because, I don't know. I think I've met more queer people at Stetson than I've met queer people at Walmart, just upon visuals.
Gays go to Publix. I don't know if that's true.
No, I've been to Walmart with a few gays. And when I say that, I am also one of the gays. So,
I'm one of the straighties. The straighties.
Okay. And, you were saying that was a stereotype, that, gay men might wash their hands more often than straight men.
I was curious if that was...
If that was a stereotype, but I was thinking that there's a difference between stereotypes and socialization and self-fulfilling prophecies. Like, for example, the stereotype that women are worse than math at men. I think that women are not inherently worse than men at math. Like, just like in our DNA or whatever.
Unless they're gay.
Well, is there a spectrum? Well, with gayness, it's like you're either Isaac Newton gay or because Isaac Newton, I'm pretty sure Isaac Newton was gay and like super smart and mathematical. So you're either that kind of gay or like you just can't do math, and there's like not really an in between. I don't actually believe that. That's a joke. But like, I feel like there like a lot of women aren't as good at math as men are, not because it's inherent, but because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe that you can't do something, or if you believe that you can do something, you're right. If you've like heard of that, I feel like and like socialization, like we socialize women to not be, well, except for in recent years when we've tried to like hammer out that socialization of like trying to get women in like STEM and IT and stuff. Yeah, I just feel like there's a difference. That wasn't funny. This was just like a general topic. I don't think any of that was funny.
Huh.
Okay, well, we have other topics, unless you like, we have...
I don't know. I was thinking about something witty to say, but honestly, I got nothing.
Okay.
I don't even think the witty things I say are funny.
Autism versus neurotypical. Clock. Snoring. Do you want to talk about how I snore? Bad man podcasts. I was going to, before Josh had a mental breakdown.
Which one? Serious question, actually.
Serious question?
Serious question,
Okay.
actually, because I don't remember which one it was.
The mental
Over the span
breakdown
of time.
you had when you didn't know whether or not the camera
It was
recorded
picking up
audio.
audio.
So before that, I was thinking that maybe I have this camera. I have this microphone that I for like music stuff, and when you like set it out on a table, it kind of looks like an asshole mic. I call it an asshole mic because whenever you see men having podcasts where they just talk, like they just shit on women, like that's the podcast.
They shit on them out of their ass. Sorry.
The men who are assholes who do podcasts like that are always seen with that type of microphone. And I'm realizing that every podcast has that type of microphone. It's just that the only that happens so often that's the only association I have with that microphone. And I thought it would be funny if we talked about, I wanted to know if you'd seen that video.
I know.
I'm like, the guy was like, he said, oh, if you have if your girl has an Instagram, like, that's cheating. Like, having an Instagram is cheating. Point blank.
Men, is having an Instagram cheating? If you answer yes, you're wrong.
You might have a chance to win the asshole mic.
The asshole mic? Those shits are expensive, so that's...
Not really.
Are they not?
Mine was $20.
I'm just
off of Amazon.
I'm just poor then.
I mean, in the world of mics, in comparison, not everybody has $20 on hand.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
We got like Mike Myers, we got Mike Rowe, like the dude from like Dirty Jobs and those truck commercials. Or
I don't think.
food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, obviously that just jogged me. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, me neither.
I'm gonna cut that out probably. Okay.
Oh no, are the dogs out? Okay. It's become a point. Like, people on the internet joke about feet and pee so much that it's like I just feel like having your feet out now is almost like porn. Like, it's not porn.
They're afraid it turns them on.
It's not porn, but I feel like people are deeply uncomfortable now with seeing people's feet on the internet. Taylor Swift, I'm like obsessed with her. I don't know why, but like in every video ever, she like has her dogs out. Like
Dogs.
feet.
Did you okay?
feet.
Just wanted to clarify.
Dog's feet.
Dog feet.
Like she'll like be like on her acoustic guitar with her feet fully exposed, or like she'll talk about what
feet see. God, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, and she'll like, or I mean, you know, she's very like, she loves nature. Oh no, why is it blinking?
I think the timer beeps or blinks every time it's getting closer to the next minute.
Okay. Well, you know, she writes lyrics like, I want to watch wisteria grow over your bare feet, or over my bare feet. And it's like, we don't want to see your bare feet.
You have bare feet?
Or like there are like music videos where she's walking with her bare, it's like a running joke, like a Swiftie thing, where she just always has her fucking feet out.
Running. His feet.
Even her first, like the debut album, she has like a fake. She has like fake butterfly tattoos on her feet, and she's like, it's very gorgeous photo shoot, but just the feet are out.
Yeah. Moral story. If you don't think you like feet, you're running away from your problems. And if you don't think you're attracted to pee, you're in for a rude awakening.
I haven't had that awakening yet.
Well, you're in for one.
Okay.
Can you tell we haven't actually planned a damn thing? This is all candid. We're going at this by heart except for the topics. It's been a very long day.
Well, I mean, but I'm really into authenticity.
Oh my God,
We're not going to script. I don't want to script our podcast. I want it to be organic.
It's because you're vegan. Hi. You may be wondering, why is this clip in podcast format on the podcasting couch? Which, if you get that reference, good for you. If not, maybe you can ask one of us in class. Maybe me. I'll tell you.
Don't make her do that.
Chibi, you don't have to. At all. But I'll tell you if you ask.
Don't ask him, Schmidt. You don't want to know.
That's fine. It's because I started tackling the idea of being 4 characters in the same sitcom. Sitcoms have very wide-angle shots with very elaborate sets that cost money. And I don't have any of that. Nor do I have the mental sanity at this point to embody these characters and film it in a gimmicky way to make it look like I was more than one person at a time. And I got extremely overwhelmed, and I decided to ad-lib an entire podcast where we just talk about whatever the hell comes to our minds. That being said, I loved the idea of my sitcom. So I did film the majority of it, and I would like to play that clip here for you. So I will. If we watch this entire video in class, God rest your soul. I'm sorry. But if this is just a few minute clip that we have to show for our final, then this introduction as well as this clip of my sitcom is what you'll see here. Enjoy.
Yo, Mom said to let me wash the car because you suck at it. Give me the hose. Yo. Ah! Jesus Christ, man, it's me! It's me, man, it's me, stop! This might as well happen. No, go ahead. It's fine, I deserve this. Oh. You scared me.
I hope you enjoyed that riveting clip. I enjoyed filming it. I wanted to really get a gimmick in there of it, making it always look like two people were in the same scene, even if it was shot by shot. Sitcoms don't normally have a lot of varying shots. It's usually wide angles of a big set with all the characters in it, and I didn't have the set. I didn't have the time, I didn't have the patience, and I'm only one person, so I didn't really have other people. And I could have gotten other actors, but I didn't want to. But thank you for joining us on this journey. You probably only saw a few minutes of it, and that's okay. Because in the end, what really matters is my grade. So please give me an A,
Yeah.
Schmidt. Please give me an A. I worked real hard on this. It's currently 6 in the morning. It took me 2 days.
6:14.
6:14 in the morning. I swear it was 5:50 like a minute ago.
It was 5:47.
We started filming this at 10 p.m. We've been filming this for almost 12 hours. And not a single thing was scripted.
Yeah.
Is it almost 12? It's 8. Close to 12.
Uh-huh.
So, thank you for joining us on this journey. Thank you to my lovely, what's the guest / co-host, Rachel. Yeah. We hope that our trauma-fueled lives really made you laugh today.
Yes.
It makes us laugh sometimes
It
too.
does.
So don't feel bad about it.
No, I laugh about my trauma all the time.
It's so funny.
It is funny though.
It's a bit funny.
It's a bit of so funny. No, but there's not enough.
Thank you for joining us for the first episode of Podcasting Couch. Of the Podcasting Couch.
Our goodbyes.
Okay, well, we don't just say our goodbyes.
You told me to say our goodbyes. Our goodbyes.
Our goodbyes.